the next topic, that is signal flow graphs. Okay. So today we'll study about graphs. So all of you take the ID. Signal flow graphs. So now, just to brief about what do you mean by signal flow graph? Okay. So it is something like in the block diagram. Okay, when you compare the block diagram and signal flow graph, so you have studied the block diagram. So what is the block diagram indication? Block diagram indicates that, okay, that is something like how the system is represented in terms of blocks, how the signal is flowing, what is the feedback, and if you want to find out the transfer function of it, how to find it out. So that is all the things you people have studied. So in the block diagram. Now, in the signal flow graph, what exactly happens is the same thing. Okay, the same thing like the block diagram. So we are studying in the terms of signal flow graphs. Okay, so now signal flow graphs, you can take it down like point. If you are seeing, it is the graphical representation. It is the graphical representation of system. So you can make a note of it. See, you can also write it along with me. So graphical representation of system equations. So, okay, graphical representation of system equations, and it serves serves the same purpose as a block diagram. So a signal flow graph both serve the same purpose, finding out the transfer function, analyzing the system, and all it is going to happen. Okay. So how it is going to happen, we will consider and we will see in the further sections. So now here the speciality, okay, I will take one particular block diagram and I will write the corresponding signal flow graph to it. So how it is going to happen, we are going to understand. So just write this particular block diagram, all of you. So we will take one feedback system. Okay, anything you can take, but I have chosen this one. Okay. So here it is a feedback minus negative feedback indicating. So this is the simple feedback loop. Okay, what do you call for that in the block diagram? I can understand. So here the signal is E of S. Okay, so here there is error signal. So now the correspondingly, so if you want to write the corresponding signal flow graph represented as SFG, and the block diagram I will abbreviate as BD, block diagram. Okay, so now for every input, okay, so here for every input R of S is there, no? So you take R of S. So now here we can see in the block diagram, so wherever the summing point, wherever the takeoff point will come, those as the nodes. Okay, so this is one acting as one node and this particular thing is acting as another node. So now I will make this particular node, okay, in the SFG, signal flow graph. So now once I make this particular thing, so wherever the G is there, no, so this is instead of block, I'll write it as a branch. Okay, so branch, and this particular thing I'll write it here. So I'll write this as a 1 and this as 2 so that you can get a clear idea. This has one node and this is So G is the branch. So G is a block in the block diagram here, branch in the signal flow graph. Okay, so here E of S, the signal at this particular point. Okay, so branch, throughout the branch, G is there. So now what is left out? So after this, we can take C of S, fine, and this is the negative feedback, H is there. So how it is going to represent it? So it will be represented in terms of the branch, another branch. So with minus H, the branch value minus H. Okay, so this is in the forward reverse direction. So this is how we are going to represent the signal flow graph with respect to the block diagram. So do you have any doubt in this one?
Sir.
Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So I'll repeat. So whatever the what do you call for the summing points and whatever the takeoff point which are there, those will be termed as the nodes. Okay, termed as nodes. So whatever the block value is there, so that particular blocks are acting as a branch gains. Okay. So now expression, if you want to write down the expression for a variable at 10 is obtained as, so I want everyone to write this one. Why? Because this is very important concept. Why? Because later if you just write the equation, you will not understand why we are written and how we are written. That is why expression for a variable at a node is obtained as algebraic sum of all incoming signals at that node. So now here incoming means incoming only. We are not supposed to take outgoing. Okay, we are not supposed to take outgoing. So that is what exactly the thing we need to understand. Okay. So now if you want to write the E of S at this particular point, what is the value E of S? Okay. So for example, I can say that E of S is equal to, okay. So now here, when we are talking about this particular node, you just see that for these two incoming nodes are there. What are the two incoming nodes? R of S is coming with respect to the multiplication factor. The gain is, the value is 1. See, the line is there. So line means what? All of you agree? So the first thing is what? R of S is coming. So it is multiplied with the line value 1 because branch is 1. There is nothing is there. That means what? It is multiplied with 1. So here and after that plus, okay, two things. H is coming. So here H not only coming because C of S is already there. So C of S is taken and it is multiplied with minus H. So I can say that C of S multiplied with minus H. So it is coming to this particular node. And here, so G is going outside. We are not supposed to take it. Why? Because as a graph, we must take only the incoming signals at the node. We are not supposed to take the outgoing signals from the node. Okay. So this is the equation for the E of S. So I can say that in R of S into 1 is R of S. So here my plus into minus is minus H into C of S. So this is the equation for E of S. So when you compare this equation with the block diagram, you will get the same thing, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is how we are going to write the equations with respect to the signal flow graphs. Do you have any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
Okay. So after this, we will go to the next thing. Some you write down. Definitions. Write down the definitions of signal flow graph components. Definitions of signal flow graph components. Okay. Right. Consider the signal flow graph shown below. Consider signal flow graph shown below. So write down the signal flow graph which I am writing now. So all of you write it down. Please make a note of it, all of you. Okay. So I will take on this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The first thing, okay, first definition. So we'll write it here. First thing you write down, all of you. Forward path and forward path gain. Forward path and forward path gain. So here forward path means what? That is the question. All of you write. Forward path. Forward path means what? I should start from the input side. I should reach the output side and I should travel in the same direction. I should not go back and come. Okay, that is a very, very simple thing. Forward means what? I should go forward only. I should never see backwards. Clear? So in that case, what is the forward path in the signal flow graph? Can anyone tell me?
R2C.
So correct. R to C. See, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, how to find out the path? I'll tell you. First, you write the definition. Forward path. Forward path is a path from input to output node. Forward path is a path from input to output node that does not enter any node twice. Okay, should travel only one time, one node, one time we should go. That is what exactly the thing. Okay, and then once that is thing that and you should follow the direction of flow. So direction of flow also should be followed. Direction of flow also should be followed. Okay. So here, how exactly you are going to understand is, you can see that from R to C, there is a forward direction is there. Okay. So R is going with what is a branch? G1, it is a branch, G2 branch, G3 branch, G4 branch. Okay. The path gain, when you're talking about, okay. So path gain, P represent path gain. So P1 that R to C, which are going branch gain, that is G1, G2, G3, G4. So we have to consider the branch gains. So from year to year it is going fine. From year to year it is going fine. Year to year it is going fine. Year to year going fine. So no node traveled twice and it is going in the same direction. Okay, it is fine. And the branch gains are G1, G2, G3, G4 we have to take, and this particular thing is called as what? Gain. Clear? How many any other forward?
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Any other forward path is there? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
I'm asking the question. Any other forward path is there apart from one?
No, sir.
It is there. You see.
G5.
Exactly. Who gave the answer?
Varshita, sir.
Very good.
Sir, but
Okay.
we should consider only R to C, no, sir.
No, that's what I'm telling. From R to C, we should go. See, I'll tell you one thing. So here I can say that from R, I can agree. And after that, I will go in the above direction and I will come for G1, G5. So I reached R5. Sorry, I reached C. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that is why I can say that two paths are there. The first path is what? G1, G2, G3, G4. The second path is what? G1, G2. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So like that, any other path is there?
No, sir.
So now I can say that very clearly. There are two forward paths in the given signal flow graph. Okay. So and the forward path gains are given below. Write this particular two paths. Okay. Write the sentence properly. There are two forward paths in the given signal flow graph and path gains are given below. Two forward
Yes, sir.
paths and their path gains. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next thing is what? After understanding forward path and path gain, we must see that loop and loop gain. Okay. So write the heading. Loop and loop gain. So when we are talking about loop and loop gain, okay, the question arises, what do you mean by loop? So what is the loop meaning? What is the meaning of loop? I should start
Sir,
from
any
one
closed
node.
path.
Yeah, closed path. So I should start from one node. I should go to other branches and I should come back to the same node. Correct? Then I can say that it is a. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Write down. Loop is a path in signal flow graph. Loop is a path in signal flow graph that begins and ends at same node. That begins and ends at same node without entering any other node twice. Any other node twice. And direction of flow should be maintained. Direction of flow should be maintained. That means what? See, I cannot take however I want. So direction of flow should be there. Okay, it is considered as path also, but it has to start from the same end at same node and it has to end at the same node. But when it is traveling, when it is taking any path, any other node apart from the originating node, it is not supposed to travel twice. That is what the concept here. So now in the given signal flow graph, any loops are there? Just I'll give you 1 minute of time. Find out how many loops are there.
The 3 loops. 4 loops.
3 loops are there. Very good. What are those?
Sir, 4 loops, sir.
What are the 2 loops? What are 3 loops?
Sir, G3 minus H2, G2 minus H1,
Okay.
then G2, G3, G4, and G5.
No, it has to be a loop. Loop means, see, when you're talking about G5, okay, you tell me first one, I'll tell you one thing. I'll clarify.
So
So
G3 minus
according to you,
H2.
what is the first loop?
G3 minus H2.
G3 into minus H2. Fine. Next, what according to you, what is this next thing?
G2 into minus H1.
G2 into minus H1. Okay, fine. According to you, next one.
Minus H3.
Minus H3. Next one.
Sir, no, okay, sir, only 3 loops.
Okay, very good. So now it is the answer is absolutely correct. Okay, this is also correct, this is also correct, this is also correct. So, and there will be no other loops will come into picture. Why? Because okay, 3 loops will come, and originating node and the other node when you're talking about. Okay, so when you consider this one, loop means what? See, when you start from this particular node, okay, when you start from this particular node, so we are traveling to this node and we are coming back to this node. Fine, clear. So that is what exactly the thing. So now we can get the answer. We can ask that, sir, if I take G2, if I go to G3, and if I come back to H2, and if I come back to H1, the path is been traveled. Correct, I agree. But when you see this one, so from this node to this node, we already traveled. So only one time we have to go. So once you go from year to year, fine, no problem. From year to year, once again coming, no. So at this particular point, this node will be traveled twice. That is why. So this G2, G3 minus H2 minus H1 cannot be considered as loop. Clear. So and the H3 is a self loop. Self loop we can say, because it is starting in the same node, ending in the same node, and it is not going to any other node. So that is why it is called what? Self loop. Clear. So and when we talking about this from this particular point from G5, if you go there, so you cannot have a path to come back. So there is no path to come back. That is why only 3 loops in the given diagram, given signal flow graph. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
3 loops and their loop gains. 3 loops and their loop gains. Is it clear to you, all of you? So now we can see that H3 is there. No? So there you can say that it is a self loop. Okay, self loop means what? It is starting and ending at the same node without going to any other node. It is called a self loop. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now see why I'm stressing the forward path, why I'm stressing the loops and loop gain. Why? Because in the numerical, we must see clearly that how many forward paths are there, how many loops are there. So that is the process. So in order to complete that particular process effectively and correctly, we must learn all these things correctly. So when once you see, if you have a doubt in considering how to consider the loop, so then whatever the thing you calculate, that will be a wrong thing. So I don't want that to happen. So that is why please pay the attention for understanding the forward path means what, how it has to be there. Loop means what, how it will be there. Clear? Okay. So now the third thing, now we will go to the next thing, that is write down non-touching loops. Non-touching loops. Okay. So loops means no, you know already what is meant by loops. Non-touching loop means what? The loops which are not touching each other. Clear? Write down. These loops that have
Yes, sir.
no common nodes. Okay, that has no common nodes. So that means what? It should not touch each other. Okay, they should be very separate, and there is no branch and no nodes should touch each other. Then they are called as what? Non-touching loops. Okay. So in the given signal photograph, any non-touching loops pair is there?
Yes, sir. For G1 and G3. G2 and G3.
See, here what exactly happened when you consider this particular loop now? So it is going to here and it is coming to, so okay, like A, B, C, Okay, so node A it is starting, so it is going to node B and it is coming back to node A. That is one loop, and it is starting from node B, so it is going to node C and it is coming back to node B. So here node B is a common node between these two. So these are touching each other, correct? Then how can this be non-touching loops? Clear?
Sir, can you explain once again, sir?
Okay. So non-touching loops means there should not be common node between them. Common node and common branch should not be there between them. They should be completely isolated. Clear. So now when you compare, when you see this loop, okay, from A to B and B to A, it is coming back to, sorry, G to H1. G2 minus H1 is one loop. G3 minus H2 is another loop. Correct. So between this loop and this loop one, okay, according to this one, so I'll change here. Okay. So according to this one, this is a loop 1 and this is loop 2 and this is loop 3. Okay. So here loop 1 and loop 2, between loop 1 and loop 2, so B node is common, correct?
Yes, sir.
So when there is
Yes, sir.
common node, yeah, this cannot be considered as non-touching loops. So these are touching each other, correct? Then the concept of L1 is non-touching with L2 is concept is ruled out. Now we will go to the next loop, L1 with L3. So, okay, so when A is going to be node and the coming back to node A, so it is one thing G2 and A minus H1, and here minus H3 is there. Okay, so this node and this node are nowhere touching each other, correct? L1 and L3 are completely isolated. There is no common node, there is no common branch. Agree for all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
that is why, yeah, in this particular thing, so in the, you can write that in the given SFG, L1 and L3 are non-touching loops. L1 and L3 are non-touching loops. Clear. So if you are making, you see, you just in the loop and loop gain, see, always it is a correct thing that, so when you are starting from the beginning, so always try to consider loop 1 which is at the beginning only. Okay, so like that only you go. Why? Because in all textbooks and all they will follow the same method. So in examination also, if you consider this as L1, okay, the last one is L1 and all, so problem will happen. So by correcting, they will think that in a hurry, they will consider that this student has considered wrongly, like that they may consider. Okay, so that is why you may get some less marks also. So that is why you always better to go in a flow. So once that you are going in a flow, so whichever comes first, that will be the loop 1, next is loop 2, like that you consider. Okay. So according to this one, I modified, that is L1 and L3 are non-touching loops, pair of non-touching loops. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next definitions, fourth and fifth one, we'll make it. The fourth definition is input node. Input node, it is called as what? Source node. So here input node or source node. So it is general definitions. So when talking about general definition, it has a node having only outgoing branches. Input node means what? It is a node. Okay, it is a, okay, I'll write fully. It is a node which has only outgoing branches. Okay, so outgoing branches means what? Input means what? I am the input. Okay, I am the input node, I can say. So from myself, the signals will go outside. Okay. So the signals will not come to me because I am the source. Yes or no? All of you agree? So here, in this
Yes,
particular
sir.
signal flow graph, only R is the input node. See, R is the input node, correct? So here R is there, no? So this will act as a input node. Why? Because when you see this one, so the signal is going outside from the R. There is no signal which is coming into the R. Clear? That is why clearly we can say that R is the source node or input node. Clear? Similarly, when you write the output node, the definition, okay, source opposite is what? Sink. Source opposite is what? Sink node. So it has only the incoming branches. Okay, so input node is having only the outgoing branches, whereas output node is having only it is a node which has only incoming branches. Clear? So here incoming branches
Yes,
means
sir.
what? All the signals will come and it should get sync. Okay, there is nothing should go outside also. That is what exactly the meaning of sync node. Clear? So when you understand this one, what is the sync node in the given signal flow graph? C is the sync node.
C.
Yes,
node.
very good. C is the sync node. Why? Because when you see this one, so G5 is coming and G4 is also coming. So there is no signal which is going outside the C. All signals are coming and they are syncing in the node C. That is why C is called as what? Output node or else sync node we can say. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, do you have any doubt in this particular topic which I covered today?
No, sir.
Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Sir, in